Make it stop!
What is up, dudes, dudettes, and duderinos? I just felt like showing those off for the intro of the episode. It's broken, no work, make me very sad. I don't remember if I showed you guys this. I think I showed it to you, but upon testing it, I have discovered that although I plugged it in the store and the lights work and the thing comes out, maybe, there we go, and it sounds fine and everything, it will not read discs. So I paid half of that. It's got a $25, so I paid $12.50. Hopefully I can list that for parts, and maybe somebody, I don't think I feel like trying to take that apart and fix it. I just don't. Need 1086 864s. I ordered those yesterday, because as you can see, down to my last 4 864s. I use a lot of these, because whenever I sell a hat, I bag it in one of these white poly bags, and then I tag it by throwing it in a box. That didn't make any sense, but it's all good. And then the 1086s are nice. I think I ship a lot of like slim PS2s. Those fit perfectly in there and stuff like that. Anyways, I don't know if you guys are interested in that or not, but that's what's going on there. We got some new boxes coming in. I got my new coupon for my store. You get a $50 coupon for the store that I subscribe to on eBay. And yeah, so I only had to pay like, I think I paid like $30 for, what was it? 50 of the, I think 50 of each. I think I got 50 of each, and it came out to 30 bucks after my $50 coupon, so not bad. Anyways, guys, I just got back from a quick run. I had to pick up some Facebook buys, which, funny enough, I was supposed to pick up 3. 2 of them hadn't been dropped off yet for the auction group that I get stuff from. The one that had was a Dragon Ball Z Blu-ray, and I paid for it and then left it at the store. So luckily, you know, I'm friends with the chick that owns the place on Facebook, and I just messaged her, and she's keeping it behind the counter. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. So, anyways, let me show you what I got, guys. That might be the best find, so I'll show you that here in a minute. But first of all, I got some really exciting VHS. Not actually exciting. I'm being sarcastic. Battery died, had to change battery real quick. Anyways, yeah, I'm being sarcastic about the VHS. I really don't get excited about these. I used to pick these up more. Anymore, I only pick them up with my exceptions. So my exceptions are if I find horror movies, or certain old cartoons. Like if you get a bunch of like Magic School Bus and Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. Some of that stuff can be worth a little bit, but today I noticed that these were available, and my Salvation Army has a decent price on VHS. Well, not really. They're $1 a piece unless you get 4. If you get 4, then they're 4 for $1. So if I buy them, I have to get at least 4, and I saw all these sitting next to each other. So we got RoboCop, RoboCop 2, RoboCop 3 is pretty banged up, unfortunately, but I should be able to lot those up, maybe get 10 to 15 bucks. And then I got the Terminator collection, so you got Terminator 1 and 2, ooh, we just made a sale, and Terminator 3 VHS collection, so that's, I actually didn't check and make sure. We got Terminator 1 and 2, alright, we are good, as long as all the singles are good. Terminator 3, there we go. So again, I think with Terminator 1, 2, and 3 on VHS, I should hopefully be able to lot those up and maybe get $10 or $15 out of that set as well. And then just because I had to ask, I was like, does this count as 1 or 2 for the, you know, for the 4 for $1 deal? And she was like, it does count as 2. So then I was like, well, dang, I got 6 VHS. I got to find 2 more. So I found Platoon, which is just a classic war movie, and then Top Gun. So I'll throw those over on my shelf. I've got, here, we'll go over there real quick. I've got kind of a collection. I'll list the Terminator and the RoboCop series today, since I have like essentially full sets of them. But as you can see, oh look, we already have a Platoon. But that's okay. As you can see, I got Star Wars Episode 1 there too. So, you know, certain stuff like that where it's like, I know that, you know, you can get the first 3 Star Wars, obviously, and then the next 3 re-releases if I get like all 6 of those, or even sell the new episodes separate from the first 3 or whatever. Certain stuff like that, you can lot them together, but you don't really want to be trying to sell individual VHS unless they're rares. Like I said, you will find that sometimes with certain Ninja Turtles VHS and some of that, but as you can see, like, you know, this summer, hopefully I'll find a couple more Power Rangers VHS. I can lot those together. Dragon Ball Z, Hot Wheels, Barbie, stuff like that. That's about all I will pick up. And, you know, and then like, so I've done, you know, Jim Carrey lots. You know, you get enough Jim Carrey movies, Adam Sandler, you know, I'll pick those up. And once I have enough, I'll just lot them all together. So there's my VHS collection. Not much. Nothing too exciting going on there. But, you know, it's one of those things, like, especially during the winter, I'm just trying to keep my listings active on a daily basis. So I will pick up stuff like that, even if I'm not super excited about it. And, yeah, alright, so let me get these out of the way. I'm also going to check what just sold, because you guys are probably as curious as I am. Let's see what we got here. We just sold get everything off the screen that can't be shown. We just sold, if it will focus, oh really? Come on. We just sold a Game Boy Advance. Oh my god. So, anyways, it's a Game Boy Advance, take my word for it, it's a SP. I had, recently, whenever I was having LAN parties in this shed, remember I showed you guys where the cables come in around the ceiling, all the way around the room. We were having regular LAN parties. I bought 4 Game Boy Advance SPs and Mario Kart Circuit, so we could, you can actually system link those, and it's pretty fun. And then we never ended up doing it. And so I just made sure that my boys, my 6 and my 4-year-olds, still have a Game Boy Advance SP, because I like when we go on road trips and stuff, they'll take those. They had them, and then I sold all my extra ones. So yeah. In fact, I found a black one just laying up on my desk, so I'm going to be listing that probably today if I have I do have a charger. I know I do, because I just purchased some. I finally found a Texas Instruments calculator in the wild. A lot of the other yard sale channels and stuff, if you watch them, they seem to find these all the time. In my area, I've seen like 2, and they were the better ones, the graphing calculators, but they also wanted like $30 or you know, something that by the time I sold it, it wouldn't really be worth it. So I saw this one. You hear that, guys? Is that the trash truck or the stealth bomber? I think that's the trash truck. They sound kind of similar. So it had $3 on it. I could have waited next Monday. Yellow tags are going to go half off, but I have a feeling somebody would have nabbed it. There was a couple things that I left there that did have yellow tags. I'm going to go in next Monday when they're 50% off and hope that they're still there, but wasn't really worth it at full price. But this was, so I think I can get about 20, 25 bucks out of this, which this isn't even one of the good Texas Instruments calculators, you know, but for $3 and to sell it for, you know, a quick 20, 25, and they sell fairly. These sell like all the time, so as long as you list it properly, it should be a pretty quick, easy sale. So we got that, and then this, actually no, let me show you these first. So these, I picked up, get in there, I picked up some, these are hearing aid batteries. I picked up some different hearing aid batteries over the summer. I think a lady just threw them in. I was already buying a bunch of stuff, and I asked like how much they were, and she was like, you can just have them. And they were just like a few boxes, and I sold those boxes fairly quickly. I looked these up, and I think I should be able to get like 10 to 15 bucks for the 3. But if you look, they're from Walmart clearance, and you can see right there, they originally were $9.97 a piece. You know, so even selling them at $15, I make a good profit. I paid $1 each, so $3 to $15. I make a decent profit on them, and somebody's getting, you know, a pretty good hookup. So and they actually have expiration dates, which I didn't even know, and they're still within. They don't expire till 2023. So I thought that was pretty cool too. But yeah, so if you like have hearing aids or you know somebody that has hearing aids, I highly recommend checking out eBay for those, because you can get yourself a hell of a deal. This would be $30 worth of batteries. I mean, I guess check clearance at Walmart first. But if not, check eBay, and there's a lot of people reselling these, and for pretty fair prices, to be honest. I mean, I'll make a profit, but again, somebody's getting a hookup too, so. And then this, I scored this for 50 cents, which I'm pretty happy about. If I can get all the, there we go. So this is your vintage trucker Dickies hat. Pretty sure it's vintage. It's got that foam padding on the inside. It's got a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bit of discoloration on the left side there, but not too bad. I'm pretty sure it's pretty clean, other than that little bit of discoloration there. Pretty sure I'll be able to get like 15 bucks out of that. I love selling hats. I have an enormous stash of hats, and in fact, whenever I'm on my seller dashboard on eBay, one of the funny things is that my stats that it shows, one of the stats that it shows is like the sales that you have the most, what am I trying to say? The category that you have the most sales in, it'll show like your 2 top categories and give you a rating based on those 2 top categories. And my 2 top categories were, actually I don't remember what the second one was, but my first category is hats. I sell the most hats than anything else on my store, so I thought that was kind of funny. If you're wondering why that giant stack of manga is here, this is Karakano. Yeah, Karakano manga. I've been getting, I sold 2 sets within the last 2 weeks, I think, over $100, and I just got 2 messages over the weekend from 2 different interested parties on these, and one person wanted to see the outsides of the books, which I've never had that request. It was really weird, so I had to get them all out and take photos of the outside pages, which, if you ask me, I mean, they're pretty crispy clean, so I don't know. I'm hoping that person actually purchases. And you know, because I had to get them out from behind all those other ones and take photos and stuff like that. So it's always, it's kind of a pain when you have to do stuff like that and then they still don't sell. I sent the picture to them yesterday, so hopefully they'll purchase today. Anyways, and so this right here might be our best find for the day. New old stock, $4. Hopefully I can get that off with some rubbing alcohol, maybe a little bit of magic eraser action. Not do too much damage to the box. Not that anybody would be super worried about the box, I'm assuming, but just to do so. Oh, there's a price tag on here. That's cool. Let's see. Oh no, it's an item number rather. I don't know if you can see that. 89828. But so this is Rival Cut Above Under Cabinet Opener, model 7500. If you look these bad boys up on eBay, I found 2 sold listings that were, I think they were like 35 bucks, $35 plus shipping on these. But the one thing I did notice, so when you're pricing stuff on eBay, there's multiple things that you need to do. A lot of people, when they price things on eBay, they'll just look this up. They'll say, Rival, cut above, under cabinet opener. And they see what's listed and they say, that's what it's worth. Not true. You have to filter your search results by sold listings. Things are only worth what people are actually willing to pay. You know what? I could take a picture of my boot right now and put it on eBay for $500. It does not mean that that boot is worth $500. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you always have to check sold listings. Like I said, I saw 2 of these go for about 35 bucks plus shipping. But the other interesting thing is that the only one currently available right now that's new like mine is, I don't even think there was any used ones, but the only one currently available right now that's listed is somebody has listed for, I believe, $65 plus shipping. So that can work at my advantage, even though the last 2 sold for 30 something dollars and there's only one available right now and they have it listed, you know, maybe twice what it's actually worth. I can list mine at $50 plus shipping, or even $60 free ship, whatever I decide, but undercut the one that's listed right now a little bit, and I might be able to sell mine at a premium, because the supply and demand situation right now is that there's only one other seller on eBay, and if I cut him a little bit, you know, somebody's going to be looking for one, they're going to see his and be like, ah, he's overpriced, I'm going to buy it from this guy, what a deal, even though it might be $15, $20 higher than what the last one actually sold for. So, that's my quick tip quickie for the day. We'll take a peek in here though, but you can see like the brackets is still in here and everything, and then underneath, kind of hard to take a peek, ski doodles. You got your under cabinet mounted can opener, brand new, still in the package. So pretty cool find. I was happy to find that. I almost wanted to ask, even though it was probably a ridiculous question, the way that they have that new old stock listed. I've bought a lot of things at that open door before, and I've never seen them actually write on it new old stock. So for like a split second in my head, I'm like, do they have like a case of these back there, or you know, like what? That's really weird that they would call it that. So anyways, I was very happy to pick that up for $4. Like I said, hopefully I can get the Sharpie off of it. And yeah, that's my haul for today. Nothing too special. I got a couple more Facebook buys that'll come in tomorrow. And I'm receiving a spam phone call right now. So that's what's going on. Oh, also, whoop, that's all you get to see. Those are cards. You can't see those. I opened all of the Stranger Things trading cards yesterday, and you're going to want to check those videos out. They're going to be really, really fun. Got some really good cards. Shout out to the new podcast from Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino, Bad Friends. I'm listening to episode 2 right now. Episode 1 was absolutely hilarious. It was really weird because I listen to podcasts all the time while I'm doing this, and I had been listening to, I found out about Andrew Santino through Joe Rogan's podcast, I believe. And then so I went over to Andrew Santino, started listening to his. He's got Whiskey Ginger podcast. Was listening to that, and I was a big fan. But my favorite videos on his channel were the ones with Bobby Lee. If you guys know who Bobby Lee is, he is just absolutely hilarious. And him and Andrew Santino just kind of bounce off of each other perfectly. And they're good friends and everything. So I had been binging, I think there's 3 videos of Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee on Andrew Santino's channel. And then coincidentally, right after I got done binging those 3 videos, I found a promo on his channel for this new podcast that they're starting together called Bad Friends. So yeah, anyways, if you guys are into podcasts, highly recommend that. Absolutely hilarious. Guys, I'm losing my mind right now. Everybody's always yelling at me about my organization system. I do fine pulling orders. I do. All right. I do, as much as it's hard to believe. I know, I do. My light went out. Dang it! So that's another thing on my list. But I found this Game Boy I was talking about. This is the one that just sold earlier. I want to list this. I ordered 5 Game Boy Advance S. Shut up! Now this thing's broken. Oh my god. Shut up. Man, I want to sell this, but I ordered 5 chargers for Game Boy Advances, and I sold 2 of them now. That silver one sold, and I sold one, a blue one, I think. I sold 2, maybe 3 at the most. No, I think I sold 2. Anyways, I have extra Game Boy Advance chargers out here somewhere, but I don't know where I stashed them. I cannot find them anywhere. They're in little plastic bags, and I'm not seeing them anywhere. I got some drawers going on that I usually keep cables in. They're not in either one of those. They're not in this massive mountain of oh. I'm gonna hire somebody in the comments to come organize my eBay shed. So put your resumes down below, and if I pick you, you'll hear from me soon. All right. I found them. This box right here, I legit just spent the last 45 minutes walking around in circles checking all the things that I had already checked, and they were right there. So I just wanted to show you guys if there's any other resellers out there and you need to get Sharpie off. As you can see, it's not going to work 100%, and you can see if I do it too much more, it's going to start taking the paint off the box, or the color off the box, whatever. But rubbing alcohol, I just got some rubbing alcohol on this paper towel, and it comes off pretty effortlessly. And again, I'm not going to worry about getting it all off. I'm going to stop right there, because as you can see, it did wear down the box. Why did that, like one little spot? That's weird. Yeah, see, it's starting to wear down the box, but rubbing alcohol is actually great for cleaning a lot of different stuff. Even like sticker residue and stuff. If you don't have Goo Gone, which I do have a lot of, I use Goo Gone pretty regularly. But the bad thing about Goo Gone is it leaves this oily residue. So yeah, isopropyl alcohol. The higher percentage, the better. and use my words correctly today. Howdy doody, my dudes. I listed this Game Boy yesterday, and it sold. The lights are still warming up in here, so it's a little bit dark. I got some clothing I need to get listed. I'm going to get this packed up, run to the post office. I got a few things over there in the basket, and then I got to take the girlfriend to her doctor's appointment today. And then I'm going to meet 2 people for different buys on Facebook. And, no, 3 people. But one of those people's has a whole bunch of vintage cameras that we might make a big deal on if we can make it happen, so we'll just see. Busy day today. I'll try to let you guys know how all that stuff goes. I gotta get these listed here in the near future if you guys are interested. One of these is a full-on onesie, PUBG onesie. I love this hoodie so much. I do. I'm not, I don't even play PUBG much anymore at all. But this hoodie is sick. Look how big the drawstrings are for the hood. But the problem is, it says XL, but it fits so small. It's really, really nice. I love it. I love the fabric. I love the color and everything, but it just doesn't fit. So I think I'm going to list it. So if anybody's looking for a PUBG hoodie, that one's very nice. I just came home from picking up some Facebook buys, so I'll show you those real quick. I got a tap. I think I've only sold 1 tap now that I think about it, but it was a Budweiser, Bud Light tap, something like that. And you can do pretty well with taps on eBay. So Boulevard is a local brewery. It's a KC brewery, but I think they're starting to expand quite a bit. A lot more people know about Boulevard now than they did in the past years. And so I picked that up, I believe, for $4. Picked up a bunch of Chiefs stuff. This is just like some cards. There's like an Elvis Gerback card behind that. And that's a ticket to the Chiefs game when we played the Chicago Bears back in 2001. Just a bunch of random cards and like team schedules and stuff, and then a season ticket holder sticker from '01. That was just a personal buy. I spent $4 on that. I'm probably going to pick out some stuff that I want to keep and then maybe throw the rest of the stuff either back on Facebook or on eBay or something like that. But anyways, and then I got some Bear Grylls Adventures. I didn't even know he had books. I hate Bear Grylls. The dude's a hack, if you ask me. It's all about Wes Stroud. Is that the other guy's name? Survivor Man or whatever? That dude's real. Bear Grylls is always like, if you're ever falling down a mountain, this is how you want to do it. And I'm going to eat slugs on the way down. He's just an idiot. I couldn't stand that show. But his books are worth like $30 or something like that. I picked these up for, I think, $8. I paid a little more than I wanted, but spent $8 on these too. I actually looked them up. I think they're worth like $30. But I didn't buy these for resale. Hopefully she knows what she's talking about. I asked if you could just make them... in the video, they're white. But she had them blinking, and I asked if you could just turn them on steady, you know, just have like a standard light, and she said yes. So as long as we can do that, we're good. Gee, there's just never-ending things falling out of that box. But I think what I'm going to do, sometimes when I put stuff in here, this light is great, and it has really good, like, down-facing light, but sometimes I'll have something that's big and boxed, let's say, and it comes out to right here. You see how there's a shadow on the front of my hand? That's because the lighting out here isn't the best. So I was thinking of a way to try to get exterior lighting. I might just find a board, like, that's about the size of this cabinet door here or something, or, like, get a piece of this poster board. I've got another piece of that somewhere. And just, I might just mount this lighting, this LED strips, like in a zigzag back and forth all the way down that, and then I'll just have like a panel, because I had some lights that were like on tripods and you had to charge the batteries and they died really fast. This just has an AC plug, so I can just have like a piece of poster board, basically. This is that like thick foam stuff, with all these LEDs mounted on it, and it should be just super bright, and I can just kind of, you know, position it. If I need it over here, I can, you know what I mean? It'll just be like additional photo lighting that I can move and put wherever I want. So I think that might be what I do with that. So anyways, I think that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Stuff's been a little bit hectic lately because of my trip last week. Kind of just threw everything off balance, but yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the videos and everything. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and I think you guys are enjoying them, I hope, watching them. So, you know, the comments and the likes and the questions and everything, the live streams have been a lot of fun, so I'm having fun with it. I hope you guys are too. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!